or sorry, the kings rather, are back in the center, and I can even show this to the audience like so. And the audience is applauding. Okay, he's really, really good. So, continuing on, I asked the spectator, you may use aces or you may use kings. And the choice you choose for whichever we decide to, or just, we can actually have, instead of choosing one, we just have one named. And that choice which you name will have an important impact for the rest of the trick. So, aces or kings. And they say kings. And I go, aces? Great. Let's forget about the kings. And I just play it off lightly. I'm kidding. But we will use the kings for an effect in the bit. But for right now, if you may, examine the aces. Make sure there's no trapdoors, no Spanish-speaking chihuahuas, nothing of that nature. We want to be as fair as we can. Okay, and they really are checking them out while they're doing that. And there we go. Okay, and do you have a favorite? I also asked them, do you have a favorite? And they would say the ace of spades in this case. And then let's say the ace of hearts, ace of diamonds, ace of clubs. Okay, and we've got these guys. And we're going to do this very slowly and very fairly. So clubs, diamonds, hearts, and we got the spadey one. 3 aces right there. And we will be doing this with the later ace right here as well. I'm also going to show everyone how, I did tell everyone I was going to show everyone how I got kicked out of Vegas. Both metaphorically and literally. In more context than one. And I'm going to actually show you, aside from the previous tech stuff and material I did before, I'm doing all this in one take. I'm not doing any edits. One technique I use is called palming. I'm not sure if everyone's aware of palming. No? Okay, I'll show you. It's where you push the card forward and you would normally be able to hide it inside of your hand. I can never do it very well. As you can tell, it's like not perfect. But that's generally what it looks like. But then magicians have modernized the technique. So what we do is we actually do something called invisible palm, where we turn the card up like so, and then we go ahead and invisibly palm the card. It goes like that, and you can actually go to the table and then produce it like so. It's really, really amazing. And so that's the first one to go across. We still got a couple more to go. So we'll try it again. Get the card right here. Again, palming not that great, but we turn it into, use invisible palm technique, and you can actually make amazing things happen. And that's the little third one. Okay, no one's believing this thus far, so I'm actually going to try it out. I'm going to ask the spectator to hold their hand up, hold their hand down, like so. Okay, I'm going to take the last one, ace of spades, and the last ace, I mean, and I'm speaking faster than I'm able to think. Gotta love it. I have the spectator put their palm on top of the cards. We're going to try something crazy. So their palm is on top like this. Okay, but we're going to simulate it with a card box, if I'm allowed. Okay, but normally spectator puts their palm on top. They have their palm on top. You got it. Okay. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to try, if I may, I mess up, and then I go right on through. It goes right on through their hand, believe it or not. And I say, really check out, just spread the cards to show all 4, and all 4 cards have made the trip. Pretty crazy, isn't it? And they go, yup. It's what's even crazier is, and I don't even need the cards for this. I know you really wanted the kings earlier, so if I give it a little snap or a little wave, and you can actually turn them over, they can turn over and show all 4 kings like that. Amazing. And then for people asking about the aces, well, I can just spread the cards and show they are back in the center, just like so. Ooh la la. And that's amazing. It's a lot of applause cues thus far. And then I make a joke. This joke is optional, and you could actually just take the spectator's suggestion for it. but it's just a funny little gag I like to play. It really works well with the audience if you've got a funny by-play audience who just really enjoys Magic and you're having fun with them. You could say, here's an important, you get super serious for a second. Here is a super important decision that's going to determine the entire outcome of the show. And so here is the move. We show the 4 queens, okay? We push inside the deck, and we're going to jog it. Hopefully you can see this. I jog it like so. Like Erdnase, SW Erdnase style. We jog the cards, okay? Like we're doing diagonal palm shift. And then we turn the cards like we do a Elias shift, you know, where you cut the cards. But and we jog it so the cards are currently right here. All 4 are hanging out right here. So we, if I may, I'm going to shift it back up so I can actually do it again. And hopefully you can see it. Maybe I'll do it over the shoulder real fast, if we could. Okay, so if I may, I'm trying to adjust for lighting to make sure it looks good. Okay, here we go. So we got the cards. We jog. Oops, hopefully I can show it. Jog the cards right here. We go in sideways. Okay. Let me lift up my glasses so I can see this better. Jog them right here. Okay. And then and this is under the shade of this hand. Okay. You wouldn't see anything, but I have it like so. Thumb is right here. And then I twist them out like so. And I got them in this position. Okay. All 4 queens. Like so. Wait. Like so. Okay. So we got all 4 queens like this. Thumb is at the back of this pack right here. Again, the 4 cards are right here sticking out, but it's all covered under the packet, so it just looks like this. You're holding the deck, but you've got 4 cards out. And then this is literally, you just pull all the cards down and you reverse them. So 4 fingers right here. 2nd and 3rd fingers are right here. Thumb is contacting this side of the deck, the left-hand side. So from the front, now we can go back to this position. Oh, it's getting bright. Let me put on my glasses. We get these cards and pull them down as we reverse them. So again, we've got the cards, and I'll just start doing it, and so you could actually see the timing of the last part. Okay, we show the 4 queens, jog them, straighten them out with the ring finger right here. Okay, we got them right here. And the audience is misdirected, so you don't have to worry. I then shade it. I can turn sideways as I shade it. And then use your fingers. Again, 4 fingers. It's like a straddle grip. 4 finger right here. Pinky at the back. 2 fingers right here. Thumb contacting the from the recessive hand right here. The thumb contacting left, in this case, my left-hand side. And we literally just grab the cards and just pull all of them openly. Hopefully I can capture it. Pull them out, strip them out, and just reverse them onto the pack. Okay? So they're all reversed right there. It's very crude, I know, but even in professional situations, it's fine because they're examining it. They've created misdirection. You're fine. You're just doing the move. So I've got the move. And again, one last time. I'm going to do it in real time, though. 4 cards. Okay. And I tell them to examine the aces, make sure everything's fair, misdirected, done the shift, pull them down, okay, and we are there. Now, from here, I get a pinky break on the cards, and then I immediately shift into the thumb and middle finger. So now I can hold the break right here, and I turn the hand sideways so the break is not shown, nor the queens because they're reversed. So I have it right here, and then my hand, this is going to sound weird, but my hand comes around, and then it takes the break with the thumb. Surprisingly, it takes the break with the thumb. And then you use the fingers to re-grip everything with the dominant hand being my left hand. Well, after the thumb pushing off, we now have an opening to get a pinky break right here. And then now we've got it. So we've got a break. We turn over the cards. Now we've got a break underneath these 4 queens. Okay, they're reversed, but it doesn't make sense that they would be reversed like this. So we want to hide this because we're just currently displaying this back pack. It would be weird if you showed a double backed pack. So again, what it would look like is I've shown it. It's all phasing thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, display them. We'll come back to them in a bit. Examine the aces. They do momentary misdirection. We've done the move. Pull it down. Okay, you don't have to worry about flash so much. Again, you have a couple seconds misdirection there, so you're fine. But if you do want to practice it, and so you can make it angle proof, you can do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here are the queens. Examine them. Examine the aces, please. We want to do, make sure everything's fair and above board. And you can even use the table edge to your advantage, so you can be able to do the move with more shade. So that's good. Again, then I get a pinky break. I immediately transfer it to the thumb break. Hand comes over, and then thumb pushes over the card, so you can finally get it in the desired position, which is a break with your dominant hand, or in my case, left hand. The break below the 4 cards, their face. But you can't show it yet, okay? And then you ask a spectator after them looking at it, or you can ask them during. Sorry, itchy. I just got a mosquito bite. Which ace would they like? And they say, let's say the ace of hearts in this case. Or you know what? Let's say ace of spades. Let's go classic. They say ace of spades. Okay. And I go which one next? Ace of diamonds, then hearts, and then clubs. Okay. No love for the clubs. Which is a bonus presentational idea. We then lift off the 8-card packet, which seems like just 4 cards. The audience is not aware of these cards being added. And then I start turning over the cards one at a time. 1, that's ace of clubs, ace of hearts, ace of diamonds, and then the ace of spades. You can show it. You don't want to show the thickness of the 5 cards under the ace of spades. So I just turn it down to display it directly towards them so they can't see the packet thickness. Then I push off the 3 cards that are face down, the actual aces. You can even display them, the actual aces. They are the actual aces. And then I act like I'm squaring everything up. The 3 aces are squared onto the deck, and they stay with the deck. They don't move. These aces square like they're taking off the cards, but nothing's actually happening. You just square like this, and that's actually what's happening. But what we add to cover that is we immediately risk kill. So after we've done that thing, we risk kill, so it seems like the cards were absorbed into this ace of spades packet. Then we can turn it face down and take it to the bottom. And then now we can, and we are in the position currently where we have the ace of spades and the 4 queens right here. We've done the switch. And on the bottom, reverse is 3 aces. That is our current position. Okay? And so from here, I'm just going to be mimicking or loosely saying, I don't want to make confirmative statements that really lie to my audience, but I say the ace of spades packet. It's packet, it has an ace, so I'm going with that. So, I mean, you could just don't be too bold, because if they actually check your work, or they call your bluff, then you're like a king with his pants down, and that's not good. So we got the 5 cards. We just do a display as 4. We do an escanio, which is top card out, bottom card out, and then you use your forefinger or middle finger, whichever, to take the next card from the bottom, and then you get a spread like this. Okay? So top, bottom if you want at the same time, and then middle finger usually contacts the next bottom card, pull it out, and then you got this. Okay? And then this last card is a double right here because of the escanio. You take it off with middle finger and thumb, you give it a little bend, and then you set it down. Okay? A little practice to feel confident about it, and then you'll eventually get it and not have to worry about it. Okay? And don't put too much heat on it. If you add too much heat, people will look underneath and then start to see a thickness to it, and you don't want that. So I immediately go forward with it to cover it, but not really to cover it, but I just go over it, and I say, I want to show you about palming, and I'm putting emphasis right here. Not too far from here, but the audience generally focuses now up here. And I want to show you about palming. Do you know about palming? They go, no. Here's how it works. You push off a card and you kind of palm it. You could do a false explanation if you want. And then you can mention how you're not very good at it. Presentationally, it's one option. And then I would say push off a card. I would push off a card. Here is how you do, and you could actually show 3 in this case. I would take off the card. Don't show it. You can't show any of the cards except the bottom card, ace of spades, which you want to be respectful towards. So you say, oh, and this card's amazing, and you could just keep on doing multiple flashes. Not necessary. Okay, so we push off the top card, turn it over, And I say this is invisible palming. Invisible palming is where your hand comes over, and you literally just do like a pseudo fake take vanish, or what most people consider the French drop, with the cards coming over and the card just falling. Okay, you have it up here. Card is falling under the shade. Card falls, and it's perfect. And then your hand comes forward, and it acts like it has something. Squeeze on up, show nothing. The double, you're coming down to spread it. And yeah, most people know already, if you're this far into the channel, about the invisible palm. But if you don't, hand comes over, covers, and then you just push off the top card, and then you can show, and then you can push off with the thumb, so you can show 2 cards, and then they see 2 cards, and they're freaking out. 1 card is jumped through invisible palm. Whoa! So from there, you do that, and you can square up and do a casual display if you want the ace of spades. I mean, not that display, but say that's the first ace to have gone across. Casually point, show ace of spades. I'm trying to do the best I can with displays. You know, you want to judge it accordingly to how many displays you do, 1 or 2, okay? Because you could really only show this ace because all the rest are queens. So we got the position that we've shown 2. We've shown maybe an ace display if you want. That's the first ace to go across. Next one, and this is 3 cards, but only showing 2, and this is 2 cards right here. We take this card packet with the middle finger and thumb, slide out the bottom card. Top card's a double. We take these 2 cards, give it a quick bend, drop it. Don't worry, it won't split. Take the next card, and then we turn it. We do the same thing for invisible palm. Come over, drop, pretend take it, squeeze, and then show the card has made the trip. That's 3 cards. Whoa. So from here, and I want to make sure my audio's on because I really don't want to take this again. Okay, we're good. Yeah, having your audio off and then speaking to, you got great video but no sound. Oh, it's terrible. Anyways, so we got the card, and we don't show this card, but we're on our last one, and then we say to the spectator simply, after all my trial and errors of doing this routine, I simply go up to the spectator and say, can you hold your palm up? They turn their palm up. Can you turn your palm down? They hold their palm down. And then I take from here the last card, which is going to be the ace. Okay. And then I take the ace, I put it right here, face up, right here. And again, the cards can be set aside. You don't even need the rest for this. I then take the double and the 2 cards right here. I take it, I show a fair image. I show all 3 like this, even though the top card's the double. Square everything on up, put it in front of them, I just gesture, and spectators naturally put their hand on top. And I say, keep it there, I'm going to do something amazing. Okay? So they have their palm like this. And you could also do the same thing with the regular invisible palm aces. This idea is just a great one. I credit me, my friend Sean Trin, and I believe Makoto, because Makoto was actually working on this effect with us. So, Makoto Hallerson, you're amazing. Okay? I just want you to know that. Anyways, so their hand is on top, so we can mime that with this card box. And then we have the 3 aces are reversed, and we want to get this last ace on top of it, and the deck is reversed. How do you do that? Well, I just put focus on the ace and misdirect. So I say, this last ace is going to do something amazing. And I casually, as I'm putting all the focus over here, I'm just casually turning over the deck, and so no one notices. So it's very casual. This ace of spades right here, and I can even do a flick to misdirect the attention, will do something amazing. And then I've got the deck set up. So the entire deck is reversed. The 4 aces are right here. And so then from here, I mime pretending to put the card inside the spectator. So that's the first time. Second time. I fiddle like once or twice, or maybe 3 times. And I say, for real, I've got this. And then maybe I brush away, and then I do the magical moment, which is just a rub-a-dub vanish. So as you come forward, you act like you're coming forward, and then you pull the card back underneath the cover of this hand. So boom, 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 boom. So as it comes over, you pull back, and you act like it keeps on going. And if you want to be respectful to the spectator, you don't have to touch them. You can just hover over them. But, you know, for the right moment, just give it a gentle rub, and then show the card's gone. And the spectator goes, wait, what? And then the spectators will ask each other, did you feel it? Yeah, I felt it. It's amazing. Or, no, I didn't feel it. It just went on through. Which is crazy. So then, now that we've done that, and now we have all 4 aces on top, and this whole deck is reversed, we're going to do a move in a second. But for right now, I would first direct the spectator, lift up your hand, and don't turn over the cards yet, just spread them on out. Has all 4 cards made the trip? And through those statements, they can say, yes. Whoa, that's great. Now, here's the thing, and you can time this to be when they do all 4 cards. You could do a Paul Rosini turnover pass, I believe. That's who it is, Paul Rosini turnover pass. You do a turnover pass. It's the one by Illusionist where you go like that, okay? Being very crude and flashing it. But we're going to do that basic move under the guise of either this misdirection or turning over the cards, whichever you like. And how I reveal these cards, the switched in cards, which is their queens that they originally wanted. How do I reveal it? I say, spread the cards, and then did all 4 make trip? Yes, amazing. And then they want to turn over, and I go, you remember, before you turn over, remember those queens you had wanted? If I just give it a little wave, maybe a little snap, you could turn over. And then they could turn over and show all 4 queens. And that would probably be the timing misdirection as they do that and they're reacting to that you do the Paul Rosini turnover pass. Boom. And now through a pass or whatever cut or whatever you want to do, you've got the aces in the center. And then you could show your hands empty. You could drop the cards and go, yeah, that the queens are amazing. And they have appeared through the effect. And then I would just go, and you know what's even crazier? Those aces, remember those aces? If I spread the pack, and this time you can actually spread them face up with them face down, they just appear back in the center, and then you could show all 4 aces, or you could do it reversed, showing face up amongst all face down cards. In either case, you get a huge applause cue, and everyone's reacting to it. And they say more, but they don't want more royal magic like this. They want a card trick. So, knowing that, they big claps, and so it is divided into technically 5 parts. Coin trick, big bang opener, invisible palm aces, which we just did, Liberty's collectors, and then closing with the Corona aces.